Cam.
Hey, Joey. How did this season's Cam Newton look like last season or previous Cam Newton from previous season? Excuse me.
I think he's doing a good job, especially as of late. I think the coaches there do a really good job of scheme. They have a good running game that kind of sets up other things. He's kind of a guy similar to last week that is going to try to make plays, stay in the pocket, hold on to the ball, and he's a guy that can do that. So you have to make sure you watch out for that. But it also opens up doors for us to keep rushing and eventually get him down if he tries to make plays with his feet like that. So he's definitely been effective, and that coupled with the run game has been pretty good this year. So we're going to have to stop that run first to start affecting Cam.
Joey, when does the switch turn on for you? You seem like a mild-mannered guy pretty much through your interviews and on the practice field, but in game time, clearly, you turn it on. When did that switch turn on for you?
I don't know. I wouldn't really call it a switch. I don't really flip anything on. It's just, I guess, who I am and what comes out when I get excited or whatever. But yeah, I don't really see it as a switch. I think just football is, I don't know, it brings out a different form of me, and that's probably why I fell in love with it to begin with, is because it turns me into something and lets me express myself in ways that I usually don't, or usually don't even want to, because I'm not in such an intense mood or whatever. So yeah, it's just it's a different world out there.
Joey, you were clearly mic'd up last game, and it appeared that you were kind of in disbelief, that you couldn't believe that everybody was following you or cameras were following you and zooming in on what you were doing. Is that kind of did that make you an awe still, that you get a lot of attention from your peers, et cetera?
No, that was more me actually trying to figure out whether I was mic'd up or not. That wasn't in awe of how many cameras was looking at me. I was literally looking, because usually when you're mic'd up, you could spot one camera that's been following you the whole game. And no, that's not really how I was thinking. I was literally just trying to find the camera that was looking at me. But yeah, gotcha. It's always better to remember that you're mic'd up, so you can watch what you're saying a little bit.
and last one for me, Joey, who would you say is most inspirational on the team?
Most inspirational on the team. You know what? For this year, somebody who's been great for me is Linval. He's an older guy. I always looked to Mebane last year for a lot of advice, and not having him around, having a guy like Linval, another vet who's been through, I'm not exactly sure what year. Maybe I think this is 11 for him, or I can't remember exactly. But he's old compared to us at least. But he's just a guy who, he gives me guff, and when I'm slacking a little bit, he'll hit me on the side and get me going, and not a lot of people do that to me. So having a guy like that who won't let me slack for a second, and I give him the same digs, and if he's moping around, I'll tell him to wake up or whatever. So he's been really great for me this year.
Thanks, Joey. Have a good one.
Thanks.